Hello, I am Amira. Welcome back to another Mindfulness Monday. So, today I want to talk about friendships and relationships. I know for me, I struggled a lot with friendships and relationships in general, with trying to navigate how to communicate, trying to navigate what I needed. Didn't know if it was what I needed or what I thought I needed. So I have these 5 tips that I kind of live by when I'm trying to decipher or figure out how to move forward in a relationship, whether it be an intimate relationship or a friendship. And with me, I have pretty intense friendships. I expect a lot out of my friends as far as emotional and communication and all of those things. It's work to be friends with me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I really put in a lot of time and energy into my people, and I expect the same in return. So I have really hardcore boundaries. Not that it's easy by any means, but I've learned over the years that holding boundaries is a really amazing sign of self-love. So if you want to get a pen and paper and write this down, please do. Tip number 1 is self-love. Self-love, right? A lot of us don't even realize the things that we've been through in life have caused us to carry a lot of trauma and sadness and suffering along with us. And we're not realizing how we're moving through life and how we're affecting other people. So I'm a huge fan of therapy. I'm a huge fan of talking to somebody about what's going on. I'm a huge fan of transparency. Even though I'm a mindfulness coach, I have a therapist right now. There was times where I didn't need a therapist. I was doing okay, and there's times I need it. And I'm aware of that. And that's just all part of self-love. Getting to the root of the pain or the trauma or the hurt so that you love you more than anybody else. Okay? So number 1 is self-love. Number 2, write down what you think you need from that person. So all the things that you're telling yourself, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, and they're not giving it to me, they're not da-da-da. Write it all down. Make a list. I need this from you, I need this from you, I need this from you. Self-love, number 1. Number 2, make a list of all the things you think you need. Number 3 is evaluate those items. Look at that list. Be realistic with yourself. Be realistic about what on that list is your own BS to deal with or their stuff to actually give you. Because sometimes we think that someone else needs to do things for us. We think someone else needs to make us feel a certain kind of way. We think someone else should be doing more. But if we really sit and we're real with ourselves, we can maybe look at, you know what, this is kind of my issue to deal with. It's not their job to make me feel A, B, or C. It's my job to make myself feel this way. But just be realistic about it. Even if everything on your list is, yep, this is what I need from that person, that's okay. But just allow yourself to be real, to take ownership into something that could be your issue to deal with, your healing to deal with. Number 4 is once you decipher all those things, you need to ask for what you need. So once you figure out what those things are, it's time to ask the person for what you need. And asking for what you need is very hard. It's very uncomfortable, especially if you were taught to not speak up for yourself, or you were taught that you were like minimal or didn't matter, your voice doesn't matter. So asking for what you need is number 4. And number 5 is hold that boundary. Hold that boundary and give a little bit of grace, because for some people, they've never had to have a boundary. They've never had to do anything. So it's okay to give a little bit of grace, but not too much. So with boundaries, I'm a boundary queen. I say it all the time. I love boundaries. I think they're amazing. They're a great skill set to go along with self-love. However, I still get nervous. I still get a pit in my stomach. I still become anxious when I know, like, I've talked to somebody several times with the same thing and I'm at a point of like, okay, I'm done now. Or one more time and I'm done now. I still get nervous. I still get uncomfortable. I still don't want to do it, but I have to because I love me more than anybody else. And I think that's why I am able to love so hard, because I love myself really hard and I give myself tons of compassion. So let's do a recap. Number 1, self-love. Number 2, write down what you think you need. Number 3, go through those things and decide what is actually for you to take care of yourself, or that person actually needs to, or you're asking them to do that. Number 4 is ask for what you need. And number 5 is hold that boundary. Okay? If you guys have questions, or if you've tried this or try it in the future and let me know the outcome, that'd be awesome. And also, I wanted to go over the Foursquare Breath before we wrap up today. So instead of doing a full-blown meditation, I just want to show this tip, which I've shown before, but I just think it's really important for people to find their breath. It is so important throughout the day to remember. Most of us are not paying attention to breathing. And most of us, when we're stressed, we actually hold our breath. So I really like to teach people to practice breathing on a regular basis. I know it sounds silly because we're breathing, we're alive, but really being intentional about just super being intentional about taking a good breath, breathing, exhaling, blowing out the stale air, breathing in fresh oxygen. And one of those things is the Foursquare breath. So you basically, if 4 seconds is too long, which sometimes for me it is, it's fine. Whatever number you choose to count to, just do it all the way around. So if you want to do 2 seconds, that's fine. So it looks like this. I'll do 1 time and then I'll help you count through the rest. So okay, so I'm going to walk you through. Inhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. So let me know how that went for you guys. Have an amazing week. And remember, you have to love you first. You're amazing, and I love you.